Reno, Nevada, and I've been practicing martial arts and self-defense since 2004. And in 2009, I started to teach seminars about self-defense. And I've taught self-defense seminars in Buffalo, New York, and Alberta, Canada, and now in Reno, Nevada. So the other day, there came a question on Facebook to me, a personal message or private message to me. And the person asked me, and I'm going to read it, says, what are your thoughts with using self-defense if you're getting bullied at school? And I thought that was a really good and fair question, actually. So I thought I'd address it tonight. So it was a parent that was asking the question. And so I thought, I said to them, I said, first of all, I'd find out what type of bullying it is, because there are different degrees of bullying. Even though bullying is bullying, there are different degrees of it. So there's the physical kind, either the beating up kind or the tripping in the hall kind, as well as there could be threatening, just verbal threatening of the physical kind. When I was in middle school, a couple of the kids threatened me that they were going to drown me in the pool. So that's the type of threat that is, as well as when I was in middle school also. It was a hard time for me, I guess. I got beat up on the bus. And so there's physical, there's also threats, as well as verbal abuse, such as swearing at somebody. So any type of abuse is not good abuse and bullying. And then there's the cyberbullying, which is, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, any of those things, as well as emails, as well as private messages. They're different type of cyberbullying. And then there's the written notes where somebody, writes something threatening to you or calls you a name or says you're a mean person or something like that. That's also considered bullying. So first of all, after I found out what type of bullying it was, the next thing I would also do is find out what the laws in my state, country, province, wherever you live are, what those laws are pertaining to bullying. Because many states in the United States at this point, there are laws against bullying. And so the laws of the state will protect you, as well as find out what your school rules are. If the school administration has rules about it, find out what those are. Then if the bullying is happening at the school, go speak to a teacher as well as administration and find out what they are going to do about the bullying, what they're going to, the process by which they will handle it. Suspension, talking to the kid, talking to the parents. Find out what they will do. Take responsibility, because it is their responsibility as adults that are in care of your child to take care of that child. I remember in high school, actually, in the lunchroom, kids were throwing food at me, and there were cafeteria monitors there, and I finally walked up to one of them and I said, why aren't you taking care of this? You're the adult. You should be taking care of this. You should be telling that child to stop doing this. And so it is the adult's responsibility to make sure that your child is safe in the environment that they're in, and make them responsible for it. Ask them what they'll do if your child is being bullied at the school. Then if the bullying continues or persists at the school and nothing's being done, I would then take it to the school board and tell them what's happening and find out if they have a resolution. And if they do not, I'd also bring it to the police, because at some point, a lot of the bullying would be considered harassment, which is illegal. Harassment is not a legal thing that you can get away with. So those are the things I do, as well as I would help my child to learn de-escalation techniques, which it means to talk the person down, or agree with them. Yes, my mom wears combat boots. Yes, I don't care, whatever type of deal, as well as talk with them. Sometimes it's easier to talk with them and saying, it seems like you're having a bad day. I'm sorry, I just walked in front of you. Doing de-escalation techniques sometimes works. However, sometimes it may seem that you're weaker than you should be. So the other thing, too, that I'm not past is teaching my child or having my child taught self-defense and or martial arts so that they can physically take care of themselves. And yes, if my child got into a fight because another child started it, I would back them up and I would have no problem with going to the school again, if the child was suspended for being in a fight, I would be okay with that because the child was supporting themselves, whereas an adult wasn't. So again, the Wadsworth saying is that you need to take your personal responsibility for your own self and having it in your own hands. And so teaching a child to protect themselves is a good thing to protect themselves against bullies, as well as adults that may be harmful to them. Not all adults should be trusted, unfortunately. So that's my take on self-defense and bullying. I hope you have a great day. And this is Kelly in Reno, Nevada, saying goodbye and have a great night. Bye-bye.